Hello everyone and welcome back to another video by Simplilearn. This is Anubhav and in this video we will be creating a clone of Facebook. But before we begin, if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you will never miss any update from Simplilearn. So without further ado, let's begin and see what's in it for you. Here we are going to create a Facebook clone with the help of React.js. But before we jump to the coding part, let's see how the Facebook login page looks like. We'll open the Chrome and inside the Chrome we'll type Facebook and then let's see how the Facebook page look like. This is the home page for Facebook app. This is the header. This is the left and the right hand side and this is the center. We're going to create everything. First just log out this and let's see the first part of this video, which is the login page. And in this we'll be creating this same page using the React. So without further ado, and let's just move into the coding part. I have opened the Visual Studio Code. Let's open the terminal. I'm entering Control plus backtick. This will open the terminal for us. In the terminal, to create the React project, we have to write a command npx react first create /react app and the name of that Facebook clone. Press enter. This will take a couple of seconds. Let's just wait for a minute. With this command, all the npm modules are being installed. So with this, our folder has been installed. Now, first we'll go to that folder, Facebook /clone, enter, and inside that we'll write npm start. Let's see. So this is how a phase React app is shown, and we'll make it as this thing. So without wasting any time, let's open our Visual Studio Code and open that folder that we have created, this Facebook clone. Okay, cool. Let's cut it. Inside this, inside the source folder, we'll create a folder called login page. Inside that folder, we'll create two files, .css and one another file called login page.js. Press enter. Inside this, let's see when the JS file will import the modules of React by just typing import React and enter. So as you can see, the React modules are being installed in our system. Let's go to the next line and type import ./login page.css. Okay, CSS. So with this command, all the file is this CSS file is being fetched to JS file. So let's create a function called login page. Inside this function, we'll create a div. Let's close it and say Simplilearn. Let's save this. But before that, we have to go to our app.js and delete it. And here we'll write hello from Simplilearn. Let's save this file, remove this logo and import React, and then we also have to delete this React image. Let's delete it and just save this page. Save. Okay, cool. Let's write control backtick and just type npm start, enter. Let's see what's so. Hello from Simplilearn. So our React project is working fine. Let's move on to the coding part for this and just open the file called app.js. Here we'll create delete this and just write login page. Okay, let's just save this. Okay, error is shown here, so let's fix this first. Okay, virtual shell installed. Okay. In this, let's delete this line. Inside this div, we'll write the class name, and the class name for first one is login. We'll style it after this. Second div, the class name for this will be Facebook. Reset or not Facebook. And let's create another div called div class name and the Facebook text. Let's close this. Inside this, we'll write Facebook. Just save this file. Now we'll go to this and in this I will write export. Okay, the return function we have not put here, so we have to write return. Inside this, everything will come. Okay, we need to export this file. Export default to the login. Now save this. And inside this page, app.js, we'll see what we have to do. Okay, everything looks fine in this file, but let's just import the login file. Import page. Okay, the login page has been successfully imported. Let's save this also. Control backtick, type npm start, and let's see what we have done till now. This little Facebook is coming on the top. Now let's go back to the Visual Studio Code and come to the app.css, Control Alt, delete. Save this file. Now let's see. Okay, cool. We'll style this after we'll create this login page. Now let's focus on the login page. Now we have to write another div which will be the title. Let's make it as title. Now close this file also, and in this title this thing will come. So we'll simply just copy it from here, and inside the folder we'll just paste it. But as you can see here, it's in different lines. So for that, we'll use the break function. How we can use it? We'll just have write br and then br, and just save this, and let's see now. Okay, cool. Let's come in. Nice. Let's go back to our code. Inside our code, we'll just write another div. Let's create now this box. Or let's just style this first, then we'll create this container. Okay, cool. Let's just style this thing inside the CSS part. Now let's just first just save this. Everything is saved. Let's just first make styles on the body. Inside the body, font be 1x, Tika. The box sizing should be border box. Background color should be F0, F2, F5. And then we'll go to the login component for this page. Inside the login component, we'll give it a width of 100%. After that, we'll give it a height of 40 rem. Next, we'll give the display as flex. After that, we'll borders radius of 1 rem. Alignment should be in the center. Wrap should be a wrap only, and the last one should be justify content, and the space between, or let's make it as space evenly, and just save this. Now we'll go to our code and see what changes are there. So as you can see, it's showing in the center with everything just the same. Let's just move on to more styling. Let's now just create a Facebook text. Let's make this text blue. Okay, the component we will be styling in this is Facebook text. So for that, let's go to the CSS file and write dot Facebook text. Dot is used to just fetch the data. Let's do the padding here. Oh, 1 will be fine. Okay, 1 rem. Font size should be 4 rem. Color should be, I have noted down the color of that blue, 777, and then F2, and then the font weight should be more than 700. Let's just save this and see what changes are done. As you can see, the Facebook icon as same only. Okay, nice now. Let's move on to the next component, and the next component should be the title. Let's just fetch this by just writing title dot title, and inside the brackets we'll just give it a of 2 rem. Color should be black, and the font weight should be made as 500, and see, it's coming great. It's looking the same now. Yeah, first we'll create the container here, and this will move in this side. Let's just move to our code and just make this the same. Let's do the styling again. In this, let's move the container now. Let's write div class name. Let's make it as login container. Inside this, there will come the login details. Login details. Inside this, we'll write the to input to the email ID. Email. Let's write that email only. Placeholder. Inside this placeholder, we'll write this thing. If we'll remove this, it's written email address or phone number. So this is what is placeholder. We'll move to our code and write email address or phone number. Let's break it into 2. After that, we will create another input. Let's copy this and thing. Here I will write password, and the placeholder I'll write, let's see the P is capital or not. It's capital. Okay. Now we'll create a button for that login. Last name should be button. Then close it. Inside that, let's write login. So in this, let's just save and see what's happening there. Okay, this small thing has been created till now. We'll style it and make it as this. Let's just make this whole thing and then we'll style it. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the button. After that, I will create not inside this, another div. Inside that div, we will give it as the let's just create this forgotten password. Okay, we'll give it a last name bucket and just close this, and inside that we'll give it a tag right here. Inside that, just save it as forgotten password. So let's give it more space again by just close it. Okay, now we'll create this button. this create new account button. For that, what we will have in, I repeat, for that we will be doing is what? Let's make another div or button first. Button, make it as class name ENS. Let's close it, and inside that we have to write create new account. After this button, we will give it some space, one little paragraph there, one break, and inside after that we'll just write this thing, create a page. We have to make this as anchor tag. Okay, cool. Back to the coding. Let's make it as div, class name should be, let's make it as page. Close this. Inside this we'll create an anchor tag. Inside that we'll write create a page, or just create page. After that, let's close this. Inside this we'll write CRE, create a page. After that we'll write that for the celebrity, brand or business. We have copied it from here and just paste it here. And now we have created our JS file. Let's save it and see how it is showing on the screen. Okay, cool. We have to now just style this part, the container one. Okay, let's move on to the login page or CSS, and then in the CSS file we'll add some features. Okay, let's start with the container only. Login container. Inside the container we make it as right of dot 3 rem solid. You can change it after that if we'll see after some time. Let's just make it a bold background. Background color should be white. The height should be not more than 23 rem, and the width should be not more than 26 rem. After that, let's give it some padding also of 1 rem. After the padding, we'll give the border radius of 1 rem. After this, we'll just save it and see how it's showing. Okay, nice. Let's go back to our code. Inside that, we'll just style this input, email and password, and login container now. Login, okay. Dot input type email. Inside the email we'll write, give it a width of 100%, padding of 20 pixels each. Let's give it a margin of 8 pixels and 0. Box size should not be more than border box. Okay, let's just copy this and paste it right here. Inside that email we'll write password and just save it. It's showing an error. Let's see what it is. The type. Okay, it was deleted, so let's save it again and let's see how it is looking now. It's looking same. Let's make it good by just typing in the okay. Let's just go back to the placeholder first to make it work. Placeholder. Inside that placeholder we'll get a font size. It should be 120 rem. Let's style the buttons now. And inside this write display flex. After that the direction of the flex should be given, which is 0. After that the width of that should be 100%. that the background color should be blue for that button. So we'll write this. After that, we'll give it a border. None, but there is no border here, so we'll not give it a border. Box sizing, border box. After that, the padding should not be auto, it should be 15 pixels to 52 pixels. Just justify content should be center. We'll give it a margin of 4 pixels to 2 pixels. Okay, and the color should be white. Border radius should be not more than 5, right? Okay. Pocket A. That's the forgotten part. Let's give it also some styling by just typing. The color should be blue only. For that, align it in the center. Justify content should be center. Now the display should be again flex, and the font size should be 1. Okay, let's just save this and see how it's showing. Okay, the login is showing great. Okay, let's just do one thing. And the container for that is not big enough, so we'll write this. I'm just trying to find anything, if there's anything missing or not. Let's just not move it here. So let's just finish it and then see what are the things that needs to be done. So we'll write buttons. Display should be flex. Justify content center. Align it in center. Color should be that cream one, which is this one. Let's give a background color of green, and the code for that is 42B72A. Yes. So we'll give it a border of none. Padding should be here also 1532. The text decoration should be none. None. Font size should be 18 should be enough. Cursor should be pointer, and the width should be 60%. That should be bold. After that, let's give it a border radius. It should be 0.5 m. What's missing? Let's just save it and see. Okay, we have to move it here a little. Let's see. Margin left 22 pixels. Save it. Okay, cool. Let's give it 20 only. Now let's check it. It's coming in the center only. Great. Let's now do the page one. Font size should be 1 gram. The color should be black. Display should be 9. Line block. And the justify content should be center. Justify item should be center again. And the text declaration is enough. Now let's move on to the page. Inside the page, the font size should be 1. The padding to the left should be 10% only. Let's move on to the login details. Login details part. Let's make the border for that should be black. Border, I'll write it here. Border the border, not the border. Let's give it a text. Decoration should be none. Or let's just wait a minute. So the border, it is only border button. 0.1 milligram and the black solid button. To fetch it, dot button. A text decoration should be none here, and let's put the color. Should be white for this one. Let's just save it and see. Okay. It should be coming in the down, and create should be in bold. Let's just do it in the bold. Save it. Let's see now. Okay, nice. We have to make it outside. So for that, we have to go here and just cut this part, and then we have to write it here. Just save it. Let's see now. It's coming out. We don't want it out, so we'll make it inside this only. Okay. We don't write. We'll make this work. Let's just save this file. Okay, but first we'll just put this button over. Now let's save this. I have to do this and this. Let's see what's happening here. And inside this, let's see what's going on. Okay, and this should not be here because the placeholder can't be fetched with a point, so we'll just give it as input only. Now you can see it's coming the same. Make this line here after the forgotten. Okay, let's just go back to the JS file and read it thoroughly and see if we have made a mistake. Let's see. Now that we are done with the home page, now let's move on to the next page. Let's see. So let's open the Facebook for now. Let's go to the login page and just log in. It's asking for the 6-digit code. Let's wait a few seconds, and the code is 47991. Let's go to our Facebook page. Now let's create this. Okay, let's go back to our code. Let's first, by just Control C, you can get the cursor in the console here. Let's write a command np. Let's install the React Router DOM. Install save React Router DOM at the rate 5.5.3.0. As this package is still installed on my computer, you can install it by this command. Okay, now I'll just go to this VM start and say it's working. Fine. Okay, now we have to make this login button Back to our code. Scroll down. Let's create a folder in the source header area. Inside this, let's create a file, header area.css and header area.js. Okay. Now let's import first React. Going back to, now let's import the header area.css file. And let's create a function called header area. Inside this function, return a div. Let's first check it. Is it working fine? Well, come to Simplilearn. Save this file. Export this file. Default header area. Save it. Now going back to our index.js file. Here we have to not do much anything. Everything is installed. Okay, fine. Let's go back to our app.js file. Here we have to declare a header area. From header area, here we will do what? Create a switch to make, let's first tell you why we are making the switch. The switch will change this page to this page. That's why we are using the switch. We'll take this login after a while. First, just make this route to path. We'll declare the path by login page to exact true component equals to login. Let's close this. Now the next route to where we have to change it, so we'll give it a header area and just component this header area file. Just close it. Now we have to declare one more thing. Import route and switch from React Router or React Router DOM. Let's save this file. It's showing some error, but let's fix this. Let's go back to our code. Well, now let's go back to the login.js page. Here we have to import the link. By just clicking the link, it's get imported. Now let's create this as a button. Let's cut this thing and make it as link. Yes, link to what? A login page. Page. Close this. Inside this, we want to write log in. Save this file. Now everything is fine. Okay. Save this. Everything is fine. Let's go back to our code. Run it again. It's not working, I guess. Let's see. We don't have to declare this thing again. So let's cut this and again save this and control tick and npm start. Let's see what's happening. Route login is not defined. Let's go back to our app.js file. Here we have to see what's going on. Okay, route switch. Here we have to write the login page. Let's save it again, and it's compiled successfully. Login. Then we'll write some junk code, and when we'll click to login, it's working fine. Okay, let's go back to our code and see everything is working fine. We have to declare here. Now let's redirect this to home page. Let's go to our login page. Inside this, we will give header area. Save this. Now see, welcome to Simplilearn. Now we'll go back to our this page, header.css. Now that we are in header.css page, we'll do some changes here, and just let's cut this. Inside this, we'll start with the logo of Facebook. Let's create one class, header area. Let's make it as a home page. Let's create another div, class name, and the class name should be header. Close this as well. Inside this, we'll create another div, class name, first header. Let's create a logo here. Let's type in div, class name, logo. Let's close this as well. Inside this, we will source, add an image by typing the source. And the source of my image is inside the public folder. I have a folder called images. Inside this, I have a picture of logo, images. Inside the images, I have a picture called logo dot png. Let's save this and see the changes that we have done. Let's save this, and you can see the image here. Let's make it as here. Okay, fine. Let's go back to our code and see what we have to do. By just alter logo. Let's style this only. Style this by giving it full height of 40 pixels. Close this. Save this, and you can see it's coming, but it's very short, so we'll give it 7 days more. Let's give it 50. 50 comes perfect. We'll adjust this in a while. Let's do some more changes and give it a rating. 1 gram. Let's save this and see the logo padding. I'm not declared the comma here. Save this again. It's coming perfect. Fine. Go back to our code. Let's create another class. Class name, search. Inside this, height, outline, search. We have to declare here what we are importing, but before that, let's first install the React icons. So Control C and write a command npm install react / icons. Save. It will take a couple of seconds. Till then, let's import this. Okay, it's installed. Let's write import Kotlin search react icons /ai. Save this. Okay, export it from this. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's wrong we are doing. Line. Okay. Yes. Let's now see. It's working. Perfect. Now let's go back to our code and see what we can do. We'll style it after a while. First create this home button and then back to our code. Let's create this one more div. Let's give it a class name of middle header, so it will come under middle. Okay, let's close this. Inside this, let's create one another div class. Div class, let's click on AI fill font size should be 2. Color of this is blue. Okay, we have this color. Let's save this. Okay, we have to export this also. Let's export this. We can just insert this to make our code clean. AI fill. Oh, let's now just save this. As you can see, there's one little. Let's increase the size of this home button to 2.5. You can increase the size of this home button after that, but just reduce it by 2.3 would be fine. Okay, it's coming fine. Now we need how many icons? 3, 4, 5 icons. So let's just copy this thing and paste it 5 times. 4 and 5. Let's give all the attributes. The first one is but the second one is FAG black. And the size should be same and everything should be same. Let's give this one name of MD ON TE. We have to declare all this also. Let's just focus on our code first. Video. Let's just first declare this because it comes under not this module. Video, what is this thing?
/md. Now let's save this and see the error is coming because this one. So let's again declare this as well, because this will also come under another module. Import this one also, FAREG flag from module called React. See this? We have to change this in this. We'll come after this. Let's change it. Now let's change this also. Okay, it's coming all fine. Now let's see what all changes we have to do now. We should make one home button, color blue. Let's give it a color of blue 1877 F2. Save this. The home color should be blue. We'll see the navigation after a while. Now that we know how to create this, let's see how many changes we have to do. Now let's create the third header. Insert this one. Last name, third header. Class name plus, because we have to do some animations and colors after that. Let's give it image source. I have an image called 101. Let's give it an image called 1.jpg. Now first we have to declare the folder where it is, so I will give it images, also image by just typing dp. Styles have to give it a margin pixels of 30 should be enough pixels. This should come under the inverted commas. Let's just close this and see the changes. It's showing you the images because the style we have not given it a height. Now it's coming fine. Here comes the third part. Okay, fine. Let's create this one as 40. Yeah, this would be fine. Now let's create this plus messenger and the notification logo. Let's go back to our code. Okay, fine. Everything looks good. Now we have to give a logo of plus. Class name should be plus. Set the class, we'll write FA plus circle. Inside we are giving 2.3 pixels. Let's just save this. We have not declared it. FA Okay, now let's just copy this and go 2 and 3. Send font size should be same. To that, well, icon. Save this. We have to add this F Facebook and this will come under FA. Add this one, comma FA bell. Save this. And back to our code. Notification, we send it. Add. Our deep is coming on in first, but we have to make it in last so we can do changes as well. So let's just cut this. Let's put it in the end. Let's now save it. See, it's coming fine. Going back to our code. Now let's just style this. Let's cut this, and this also. Open this CSS file. Here we'll write HTML. Font size should be 100%. Sizing should be input box. That will just give a margin. Or there's no need of giving margin as well. We can first let's give it a margin. Let's go back to our body part. And should be 1.6 rem G U E. Background color should be %, margin. Let's just save this. Let's just give it a margin for now. %. Margin right. Save this. Body part, fetch by just typing the dot on page. Display grid. Header. Display should be flex. Justify content should be space between line item center. Background color should be white. Position should be sticky. Let's give it a top margin of 0. the percent, height of 4.5 gram, border of 1 gram to black, margin right, pixels, save this, see what's going up, see what's, first let's finish this and then we'll do the changes. Here in the header area.css, I have added all the properties of CSS. You can look at this. All the properties are here. Now let's see the output. This is how it will look. Now we'll create the main area for this page. This one, right, left, and the middle one. Let's get back to our code. Now here we'll create another folder called main area. Inside this we'll create two more files, main area.js and main area.css. Okay, fine. Now let's open your main area.js file. Inside this we'll import React. After the React input, let's import the CSS file of main area.css. Let's create a main function. Main area. Then this. Let's see first it's coming or not. Some data. Export this file. Save this file. Let's go back to our header.js. Inside this, in the top, we'll import this file. Import main area from main area. Let's save this, and inside this main area, in the last, we'll create another let's save this and see the results. It's coming right. Let's just see what's happening here. Now going back to our code, cut this thing, and let's work on this main area now. Okay, let's cut this. Inside this, let's create class name main. The class name right side. Here we'll add some pictures and all. After that, we'll create another div of class middle or the main area. Then we'll write the left side. Inside this, let's write right side. Save this and see it's coming. Okay, let's go back to our CSS file. Inside this, let's make this just flex. Now let's save this, and you can see it's coming as we want it to be. This side, right side, middle, and the left side. Going back to our code, let's see the changes we will going to be doing in this. Let's first do it on the right side. Let's give it a heading, about the height, about 50, then width, do 1%, background color should be blue, left should be 0, and the flex wrap should be black. See, this is our right side area. Let's create this for the left side also. See, now coming back to our main area code, let's just cut this thing. And div class name should be profile. Image source. Let's install the image. Let me search. You can add any image. I have to look for an image. Let's see this one or this. Let's add this one. Okay, fine. Right. Let's save this. I need to do it heading and all. Let's first just erase this from the side. Save it. Okay, first we need to create this thing. So we need to change the picture. Let me add one picture of mine. Here I have added one picture of mine. Let's just save this and see. It's coming on the left side only. Let's go back to our code. We need to make this as this. So let's give it some styling. DP style height. Pixels. Let's give it a padding of what? 1 rand will be fine. Commas. And let's end this. Actually, let's write my name. Okay, it's coming very small. Let's get 5 should be fine. It's okay. 50. It will not come to 50, but we can reduce the size in the styling part. Let's move forward. So let's add 2, 3 from here. Let's, okay, there are so many, so we'll add few here and then this see more button. Let's go back to our code. First thing we'll add here is another div. First name. We'll give it pro. Let's give it green color font or something. Okay, this is green blue, so we use this one. Color should be not mod. Let's make it as awesome. And the color should be green. And the size of the font should be let's give it 2 times. This one don't have to close. We will just end this like this. Just cut it because this is not here. We'll copy this thing and add it on the top. But let's just make other one also. So we'll just copy this, paste and paste. Let's just make one for COVID-19 Information Center. Back to code. One for green and one for should be blue. Font size should be 2 only. After this, we'll create a new div. We have to write this. Inside this, we'll write COVID 19 Center. Let's just save it. Okay, we are going to get it upstairs, but let's just continue with what we are doing. So we have created one Facebook Messenger, so let's create one Facebook Messenger only. Okay, so after this, let's create one Facebook Messenger. Let's put this one only. Let's copy this, paste it here. Let's make this as an exam. 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming. 4 should be enough for us. Okay, let's go back to our code. Inside this last one, we'll create one div. Inside this, we'll write C. More. Save it. Inside this Facebook Messenger, right. Let's name it as kids. Save it. Coming back to our, let's style it in a while. First, just import the files from. Just import the files. I'm just typing FA and dot AF font awesome flag comma FA Facebook Messenger comma the last one is and down. Let's just import it from. I have to create one more, I guess. 3, 4 is less. Let's create one more. So friends, let's give this user friends color blue. And font size should be same. Inside this, we'll write friends. Okay, fine. It's looking good. 3, 4. One is friends. Okay. Now we'll write the name of from icons flash. Now let's save this. Let's do the same. It's not defined. Facebook. SSENGER. There's one spelling mistake. Let's save it again. I'm not wrong. You didn't import. So directory data import and source are not supported. Let's see what's happening here. Inside this, the main issue is we shouldn't get this thing. Let's just save it now. And let's see what it's saying. React start FA. Let's see the issue that's coming here. Let's just save. And now here you can see another Facebook calendar in this fashion. In the left, in the right corner, and in the middle is still empty. In the left, it's still empty. Let's arrange these items one by one. Let's just mentalize. It's all coming in the right. Going back to our code. Let's just let according to us. Going back to our main area.css. Let's now do some styling. Start with the profile. Field display should be flex in this. Alignment, center, font size should be 100 would be fine. Font weight should be 50. Inside the profile, there would be an image. Let's give it a radius of 50%. Top 10%. Let's go. Display should be flex, not align. Flex. Alignment should be center. Wrap should be wrap. Font size is what? 1 rem. Weight is like 50. And the padding left would be 1 rem. It's coming so small. Let's increase the size. Let's give it more space. Here I have put all the properties of CSS in this. As you can see here, in the left, in the right side, I have put all the properties. The image, profile images. Now, we can either start with the middle one or by the left side. But we'll start with the left side. So let's begin. Let's first add some shortcuts here. After the C mode, let's go back to our code. Keep it a little down. Okay, in the main area.js. Let's add a little break. After this, let's create one class for profile. The same thing. Let's get the picture here. First.jpg. Let's just save it and see it's coming like this. We can just change the styles and all, but while we will do that, let's copy this again, paste it. 3, next one is 4. JavaScript, let's do this and see all the changes. Here we'll put 4, but it's okay. Let's edit this in the CSS. I'll edit it, you to see. Now let's just create one last class for this drop down menu. We'll go back to our code. So this, I'll create one div class name. Class name should be roles. Let's close it. Angel down. So should be only. And after that, the font size should be inclusion. After this, let's create one other div right inside this. Let's just see more. Let's again save this. See more is coming very little. So we'll take it from Pro. Okay. Font size is 1.8. Let's just save it. But it is really big. Let's make it as 1.5. But if you want to learn more about React, you can follow us on YouTube, and there you will find a React full course. From there you will learn so many things. You can definitely check out that course. Coming back to our code, let's move on to our JS file. Inside that we will find. Now let's move on to the left side of this. First we'll just remove this from the left, this color. Let's save it again, and you can find nothing here. Coming back to our code, we'll just type. Let's just delete this. On another div, class should be contact. Inside this, let's create another class called div. Class name should be contacts. Contacts. Inside this, I'll write contacts. Now, what we'll do is we'll create another class. Class name should be class name should be cons. So this, let's create one empty video calls. Size should be 1.8. the video call. Video call from React icon. /MD. Let's just now save it and see we have contacts and the video icon. It's cool, right? Let's just now open a code. Now let's paste some files here. Let's just go upstairs and write. Okay, what's the name? FA search. Let's copy this. Let's hit this. Have to make another one in a second. Let's name it as search. Let's now save this. What's the terminal is showing? Let's see what's the error. Let's just delete it. Save it. It's working fine. We have to add the logos here. Let's just name it all as 1, 2, 3, 4. Final one should be .jpg. Let's save this and see the changes that are done. Only one picture is fetched. Let's see what happened to other ones. Coming back to our code. .jpeg is the path. The file format is jpeg. Let's now can save it. Here you can see all the logos. For the first picture, there is no one new logo. So let's create one. Okay, one JP. Let's save it. And it's done. Let's now edit few lines. Now we'll work on the middle part, and I'll do some few changes here as well. So let's move on to the middle part.
Now that we are done with the right and the left part, let's work on the middle part and make this as the full-fledged Facebook clone. Now we'll go back to our code. Let's see. I've done few changes here. Let me show you. Like here. Now I have done some. Let's save this. I've done some changes in the CSS file also. You can see here I've given some different parameters to all to align it accordingly. Now let's start with the media of the homepage. Let's cut this. Okay, let's cut this middle and just save it. And here, middle is removed. Let's go back to our code. Let's start the coding part. Let's give here a div class main area, add story. First we need to add the story. After that we'll give another div of class name story. Inside this we'll add images. Source. I have to add few images here that I have numbered it. Just a second. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Let's just make this big. And here, in the main area, we'll have this first image. Let's rename this
Okay, let it be. Let's just copy the image name 64. Okay, there we'll write this first image. First we'll give the path in which folder these images are. Images slash the image name would be img slash 3264 dot jpg. Okay, now let's give it some styling as per our needs. Let's get the styling. Height will give 50 pixels and the border radius will be 50%. Okay. Now I'm going to let the issues come in. Okay, let's see. Border radius. Okay. Now everything is fine. Let's just save it and see on our page it's showing some error. Let's see. Okay. Let's just save it again. And it is not showing. Let's just see why it's not showing here. The image is not showing because we have given the wrong name of the image. The name is, so you should be more careful about the image you are giving the name. So let's just give it the height of 60. Now let's see. Okay. Okay, thanks. Let's give break. And we have to make the stories here, so we'll write the name of the image. Let's give break. Let's give few breaks. 6, and after that we'll write the name in this image. It's my image, so I'm writing my name here. After that I'll close the but it's closed. So let's, after this first one, let's just cut this part. After this, let's just paste this few times. 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 4 images, so let's just cut one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it 4 only. Okay, it's coming a little less. We can make the animations after that. Let's name it flowers. Let's name it night and a picture. Let's add the source for these images. Let's write 8552. Save it and see this is coming right. Here also let's change the name to 9267.png, and the last one would be 3279.png. Let's save it now and let's see. All the image sizes are coming a little less. Let's see now. Okay. Let's now just give it a width. A width of 50% or 50 pixels. Let's give this to everybody. And let's now just save it. Let's see what's the error here. Okay, Let's see, giving some spaces to easily check where the error is. Okay, let's see the error. It's in there, 6120. And this one. Let's identify the error. Okay, there it is. Same here. You have to remove this equals to sign. Now let's save it and see it's coming around. Okay, fine. Now let's move ahead. Let's add some CSS properties. Let's move this inside this. Let's write dot name area inside this. Let's make the display grid. Because we need grid, we have to give it a width of 50% as of now. Let's give it a height of 31. Get in center. Looks good. Let's save it. Let's see. Okay. Let's now make the story part. The name has to be S capital. So let's give it over 130 pixels. Margin of 18 pixels and 0. Color should be font white. And the font size should be 1.5. Then let's just save it and see. Okay, let's move further. Height of 12 again. Let's give it justify content center. Let's give it padding of left of 5%. Let's save it. Let's save it. Yeah. Let's move to the story. Story 2. Fetch this inside this. Let's make this as this. This is little. I think we need to reduce the size of this, but let's just make this first. Let's give the width of 130 again. Margin of 18, or let's just copy this again and then we can change it inside this. Display should be flex. We don't need to give margin there too much, I guess. So let's reduce it from here. Align it to center. Text should be column. Border radius should be 0.5 and background color should be black enough. Now let's see that and see the changes. Okay, it's coming straight. We need it accordingly, so we need another property. We have added here the flex. I don't know why it's not fetching it. Let's just see. We have to add another property here to make it like this. Flex. So we'll add display and then we'll add flex. Let's see now. Okay, it's coming right. Let's see the image property. Okay, let's make this okay. It's not coming still. Let's just okay, fine. Let's add one more picture. Here. Let's copy this thing again. Let's paste it. Let's give it a name. Okay. MongoDB would be fine. right. Okay, we need to give it more height. So let's go back to our CSS, and the height should be 21. Lower it should be 200 would be fine. It's just going very parallel side. This is only. Okay, this would be fine.
Now, let's create this part. Live video, photo, activity and feelings. And the search bar and the picture here. So let's begin. Let's go to our Visual Studio Code. Inside this, let's move ahead. Inside this, here, let's create a message box. In there, class name, message, inside this, let's create another div, class text. After this, one class of, let's make it a post. Let's capital this P to P. Better understanding. Let's give it an image, source, images, and inside the images folder, let's add this picture. Okay, let's add img /3464.jpg. Inside this, let's alter this image. DP or like X would be fine. Let's create an input. Type of input should be mind, placeholder, what's on your mind and above. What's on your mind and above. This whole space and then the question. Okay, fine. This one is done. Let's create these icons. Let's get some basic icons here first. Div class, called. Let's inside this class, let's create another class. Name, icon. Inside this, let's create another div of class name, icon. Inside this, we'll give the React font images. These are the React icons, which was already can be created by Facebook. Inside this, let's give it font size of 2 rem. Inside this, let's give it a color of red. Let's copy this. It's 3 only, so we don't need to. Let's delete this. AI, fill, form or file, image. And the third and the last one is FA
Great. Let's give them name. First, let's give div. First one is live video. Second one is picture. Photo. Or video. And the last one is feelings. FEL/. And the color of the first one is green, which is fill image. Okay, let's just trim was the, let's just see. We have not assigned the values here. Or first one FA. Let's add here. Let's create another one. Let's create this module also. AI fill file image. So we can get this from the React icons module, which comes under AI. AI. Now let's just save it and see what's the error. Now, as you can see, the image is coming this side and everything is going not aligned. So we need to give some styling here and make it here. Let's just do our styling part. But before that, let's add the color of the icons here. The first one is green and this one is orange. Let's save it and see it's coming right. Now let's go back to our this CSS folder. Let's now style this. It's coming a little less, I guess. Let's make it a little larger. It's fine. Okay, fine. Let's now do the changes. Display should be correct. Height should be 20 rem. Width should be 80%. And the height is done, width is done. Give it another height. Let's give 20 again. Margin to move to the left would be 5%. Let's just save it and see. Let's just first complete this and then we'll do that. And let's now jump to the post part. And here we need to give margin of top. Let's give it a margin of 10%. Display should be flex. Width should be 100%. And the height should be 5 would be fine. Let's just justify content should be center. And the background color should be, let's give the background color should be white. And the margin left will be 10%. Okay, let's do more. Post. Here. Margin left 2 pixels would be fine. again, post image. Inside this, let's get the height of the image 50 pixel. The border radius would be 50%. The width should be 45 pixel, and the margin should be 12 pixel. Let's now save it and see. Okay, let's increase this. Let's just change the position. Let's work on this. I have given this a name of mind. Let's do some changes inside this input. That's just the input. Type is so this, let's give it a width of 80%. Let's get the margins 15 pixel and 0. Height would be 2 rand. Display should be inline. And so this, let's give it a border 1 pixel to make it more attractive. Let's just give it a color green. Border radius, let's give it a border radius of 12 pixel would be fine. Margin left. So we need to increase this. That's fine. Okay. Let's get a box sizing. Pop into a box. Now, let's go to the call part. Inside this call part, we will make it the display reflects the 9 items center, margin of 5%, and then this is all for this call, I guess. Second one was equal, display should be inline. Now let's flex it, save it, justify content, center, or just start. Let's make it as Kickstart, and now let's see. Okay, fine. And then have to give some padding here. Let's see. It's fine. Let's move on to this go. Item should be center. After that, let's give it a margin left of 5%. Inside this call, let's make a background color white. Let's now go to icons. What's icon? Icon 0 and E. Let's go inside this and make the display flex. Let's save this and see. It's coming very little. We'll change the sizes after that. For now, let's complete this. Center, and the margin left would be again 5 for this. I don't think so. This would be, let's make it as margin of 0 to 50 pixel. Line items, or let's just say justify content center. Let's give the font size of the icon 100. Let's just save it. Okay, it should come under one box. Let's see how we can make it inside the one box. This is coming under one box now. Now let's rearrange this from here. It's coming like this. We have to rearrange from this from here to here. Let's do this first. Now that we are done with this box, let's see. We have to edit this thing. Let's do it. Inside this, let's just cut the margin. You can assign a margin of 0. Okay. And then here in the middle, you can give it margin of 5. Let's see. Let's cut the margin from here. Let's give it 0. Then let's save it. It's coming fine. Let's increase the size of this. Let me see. Message height should be 25. Okay. Let's see. I have assigned 2 heights here. Okay, fine. Everything looks good. Let's see. It's giving it space, so let's it's going fine. We don't need anything else. Okay, fine. This will all look good. Now we'll create this post. For that, we'll go and add here in the JS file a div class. After this, here, let's give it a class name. Is it a room for everything? Reels, rooms. Okay. And just directly go to the post part. Let's give it a class name of posted. Inside this div, let's give class name poster. Inside this, let's create another div class name Simplilearn. So this will add an image. Let's add here a picture of Simplilearn. So let's go back to our code. Let's minimize this. I have downloaded one image. Let's drag it inside the image folder. It's simplilearn.jpeg. Let's go inside this. I'll write the name of the image .jpeg. Let's now give it some styling. Alt equals to image style height let's give it height 50, inverted commas 50 pixels. After that, let's give it a width of 50 pixels. Let's close this. Inside this, we'll write after that, let's create another div class. Class name would be update. Inside this, we'll write updated this cover image, and this is the end. And after this class, let's create another picture. Class name would be edit, because some people edit also. So let's write edit. Inside this, let's create an icon of MDM3 prism. Font size should be, let's give it a font size of 1.5 trim. Then let's close this, save it. It's not fetching the Simplilearn image, so let's see what's the issue here. Let's find the image. Where is it? So MLIARN G. What's the issue? I don't understand. Let's get deep into it and see what's the issue. We haven't given the border yet, so let's give it a border of, let's border we should give of radius of 50% or 50 pixels. So the person would be 10. Now let's see. It's not coming yet, so it's the problem with the image. Okay, the name of the folder is images, and here I have written images. So let's just save it again, and you can see there is this little logo of Simplilearn. Let's edit it more and add one big image here also. Let's add this. After this, let's create another class. Inside this, let's give it a name of status caption. Inside this, I will write like, comment, subscribe, to our YouTube channel. Let's now end this status point. That's done. After this, let's give it a break. After this, now we'll add an image. Let's give it a class name of Facebook image. Inside this Facebook image, we'll add an image. Source, the images, folder named images. Inside that images, let's add this one only, Simplilearn one only. Let's add learn.jpeg, and then let's do the alter and do it in the name of TP. Inside this TP, let's style it as height auto, because we can change the size of the screen. Width would be 100 pixels to be max. To fetch it. Okay, now here we'll write 100% width, and let's close it. And inside this, now let's write, inside this, let's get another div for our like, comment and share part. Let's create a div of class name. Let me see here, like, comment and share. Okay, let's move ahead and see. Inside this, let's add one comment. Inside this, create a div class of like, and rich comes up. Color of that would be gray. After let's close it, like capital. Let's go down, and the second would be comment. Let's create a div of class. Let's copy this only. Wait. Here we'll write comment ALT. Color would be gray only. Comment, and here we'll read the red share. We have to add the all modules. Let's save. It's all come under a fail. So here we'll write first one. Copy this from here, comma. Second one comes here. The third one comes here. Let's now save it and see what's happening on our page. As you can see, all three have been created. Let's now edit here and add some cool features. Let's just wait for a few seconds. After that, we'll add here the properties of CSS. Let's go to the property tag. Inside this, let's make a container. Let's start with the posted one. It's posted. What commas, and then the display should be grid. After that, the height of the image should be auto, as we have written earlier also. The width of this should be 80%. The rest would be fine. The line items, flex start to roll down. Background color would be white. After that, we'll give the margin a little of left of 1% only, just to be a little different. After that, let's go to our poster. Inside this poster, let's add display should be flex. Justify content should be space between. After that, let's go to Simplilearn. Image, let's give it a display of flex. After that, let's get justify content should be space between. After that, let's give it a margin of 22 pixels, and the font size should be 1, I guess. For now, let's write 1. We can change it also. Let's save it and see. It's coming. Great. Let's edit a few more things. The font weight should be 550. Okay. Simplilearn updated this above image. We have to add one space here also. So let's add here one space. Let's see what's the issue. Now we will see. We can just make it from here also. Okay, let's see. We have to do here also the additions, so we can create it after a while. Let's move on to our CSS only. Let's add this update What's the name of this? Right, update. Let's edit this. Update. Font size should be 1. The font weight should be 400. Some left padding. Let's add 15 pixels. Save it. Okay. Let's see. It's fine. To the left. Let's hold it and see we can do margin top. We need a little more padding. Yeah, it's cool. We'll just do this after a while. Let's just make this right first. Simplilearn. Okay, fine. Everything looks good. Let's do some addition here. After that, we'll fetch the editor. Inside this, let's give a margin of 12 pixel. And after that, let's give it. This one is complete. Edit. And edit. It's done. Let's write now the part here. Caption. Let's give some addition to the caption. Caption. Font size should be 1.3. Font weight should be 500. Word wrap break word. The padding lift is important, so we'll give it padding of 4%. Let's save it and see. It's coming. Okay, fine. Let's see. Now we'll deal with this like mid and share part. Okay, let's do this. Let's edit this comment and then the like button. Okay, inside this CSS, let's go comment. Inside this comment, display flex. So let's justify content. Space around. Height would be 5 rem. Line item. Center. Flex wrap. After that, let's create one like inside this. Let's give it a display of flex only. Flex wrap should be wrap. Then alignment should be line item center. Font weight would be 400. After that, let's write the size of that font. In fact, to make it a little big, let's save it and see. It's coming like this. Good, fine. Now we need to edit this thing a little. So let's edit this. Open Visual Studio Code. Fine for this. Let's add it here, this part. So let's do it here. Inside this, let's give it a smart thing. And then let's use my thing again. Not working. Water radius of margin 5. Let's give it a margin of 0. Now the image should be here. 50 would be same. The poster margin top be 5 would be enough. Yes. flex thumb. This should be right. This should be in center. So let's add here. Here I have changed the width of this post to 80%. This will automatically reduce the length of that. And after that, here also I have included in the column that it should be 80%. Then this left part would be fine. So we are done with our clone. You can add some images here to make it more attractive. So with this, we have reached the end of this video. Let's see. I'll demonstrate you. Here you will write your email ID, your password, then you'll just click on login and then your page will be open. So with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like, share and comment. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for Simplilearn.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.